All right, welcome guys. As you know, it's Fun Friday, right? And we're going to start trying to do some crafts. If I have time on Friday, we're going to start doing some crafts. Yes, crafts. Crafts are like different activities, right, that we can do. Yeah, so we're gonna start in just a second, and guys, I'm gonna broadcast this to some other people. So if you're just joining us, what you can't see right now is my class of students that I'm talking to, and so I'm gonna be talking to you guys on Facebook, but I'm also gonna be talking to my students here. So again, students or Facebook people, this is what we're gonna be doing today, right? And I'm gonna review this a few times because some of our friends may be coming in. And so, what do we need for this? We need this, right? Toilet paper roll or paper towel. Can you hold this up for me if you have it? Right, I'll go over this a few times, right? You have one of these, Kiana? Awesome. And is your brother or sister going to make one too? We can all make one. Brothers and sisters can make it too, right? Okay, what else do we need for this? We need glue, right? And if you just have a glue stick, that's fine. You just have a glue stick, right? A glue stick will work. Perfect, right? A glue will work. All right, we're going to need some scissors, right? We're going to need our scissors. Okay, so we got a paper towel, we got our glue, and I'm going to show you guys this here over here too on this camera, okay? Let me make this a little bit bigger. Oops. Can you guys see now? Right here, you can see my hand and the thumbs up, right? Okay, so we got our glue, we got our scissors, we got crayons, right? And just get your favorite colors. You don't need a bunch, or if you have colored pencils, those will work too. So yes, Victor. All right. Thank you for Victor sharing. I'm glad that Victor, you're noticing some of those butterflies. Victor was just sharing about those butterflies, right? So we have markers. If you don't need markers, but if you have at least a black marker, we'll use a little bit of markers and we can color the toilet paper tube. So you see how I did this one? This is our example here that we're doing as far as our example. So again, if you're just joining us, right? I'm going to be talking to you guys, but I'm also talking to people on our Facebook page, okay, Kinder Rockets? So we have you guys that are joining us in the Google Meet, and then we may have some other people joining us on our Facebook page. That way we can share our learning with lots of people. Isn't that cool? Perfect, perfect. So I'm just letting, again, a few of our classmates join here. Willie Petey, you got your stuff again, right? What do we need, Willie Petey? We got our, over here, right? We got our toilet paper tube. We got our glue. We got some crayons. We got our scissors, right? If you have markers, get markers and a piece of paper. Any paper will do. So let's talk about this, Kinder Rockets. What do you see here on this butterfly? Some of the words we've been talking about on the butterfly. Okay, so what is this green part called? Do you remember? Yeah, we have the body here, right? This is the body. Maybe a fancier word for that is actually like the abdomen. Okay, what are these things over here? Wings, right? And it's wings. And Zaid, if your sisters want to do this too, they can do it too, okay? So as long as you have enough supplies, or they can do it later, right? So we have our wings, right? This is, what do we call these things on the top here? What are these things called? These are our antenna, right? Our antenna. And how many antenna do they have? 2. You guys know, this was a really hard word that we had to talk about a little bit. What is this thing called? Proboscis. That's right, Rosemary. This is the proboscis. And what they do with the proboscis is this is how they eat. They stick it, so they fly over to a flower, right? They fly over to a flower, and let's say this is a flower, right? They stick their proboscis in the flower, and that's how they eat, right? So that's why it's important to have a proboscis. Hey, Jasmine, how you doing? Good. All right. So I'm going to just wait maybe about 2 more minutes so everybody can get their supplies ready. Everybody can get their supplies started. Xavier, you know, if you want to do one of these too, you can do one too. Okay. It looks like you may have gotten a haircut. Yeah. All right. Okay. So again, we'll get started here in about 2 minutes. Yes. Yes. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. All right. Again, if you're joining us on Facebook, you're going to see right now I'm talking to Facebook land on this page, and my classroom, which you can't see, is over here. So I'm going to be talking to both of you guys because we're sharing our learning, our Kinder Rocket learning with a lot of different people right now. Yes, Saeed. Great. That's awesome. Remember, make some space for her. If you want to push the computer back, that's okay. All right. How you doing, Sophia? Yes, Rosemary. How you doing, Sophia? You got your supplies ready? Yes, Rosemary, go ahead. Do you want to do our greeting? Yeah, so again, in Facebook land, you guys can't see the Kinder Rockets because we're trying to keep them safe, right? Because they're Kinder Rockets, they're going to be safe. But every day, Kinder Rockets, what we do is we always greet people. Hello, Kinder Rockets. My name's Joshua. So Kinder Rockets, if you're out there and you're with us in Facebook land, you can also maybe, if you're joining us, put your name down in the chat. And I'll go ahead and see if I can get this up and greet you as well. We're going to greet our Kinder Rockets here. Okay. This is Joshua. My name's Joshua. You haven't seen me in a bit, but my name's Joshua. So Kinder Rockets, if you're out there and you're with us in Facebook. All right. It's a little difficult bringing this up. Maybe I'm going to go here. All right. I'm just about to get you guys. I'm going to get you guys greeted. All right, here we go. You ready, Kinder Rockets? Let's go ahead and greet everybody, and then we'll get started. All right, so ready? Good morning, Hector. Good morning, Hector. Hey, Jacob. Hello, Jacob. Hi, Jasmine. Hello, Jasmine. Hello, Kiana. Hi, Kiana. Hi, Moises. Hello, Moises. Hi, Petey. Hello, Petey. Hey, Willie. Hello, Willie. Hey, Rosemary. Hello, Rosemary. Hey, Sophia. Hello, Sophia. Hey, Ulissa. Hello, Ulissa. Hey, Zaid. Hello, Zaid. And Zaid, is this Zoe? Emma. Hey, Emma. Hello, Emma. Do I have any other brothers and sisters joining you guys besides Kiana's, I know? Yeah, Moises is here, right? We got Moises here. We got Hector here. You guys should hopefully be able to see them. All right, Kinder Rockets, are you guys ready to get started? All right. So I'm going to move this so you guys can see this full screen. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go slow. And so you guys need to say like, hey, Mr. Cogswell, could you slow down? Okay. All right. So first of all, this is, if you have markers, great. If you don't have markers, that's okay. Good. So do you see my toilet paper roll? First of all, I try to scratch off all the toilet paper here. I'm scratching off all the toilet paper, right, to try to make it clean. Okay. Now, what do you guys think? What color do you think the body of my butterfly should be? Green? What else? What else could it be? Could it be any other colors? Black? It could be black and white, maybe. Yellow? You know what? I think I'm going to make it green. Now, you got to be patient with yourself. You don't have to color this part, right? But look, I'm going to color it with my markers. Right? And you don't have to color the full thing. I'm just going back and forth. I'm putting my marker on its side here. Right? This is not something you have to do. It takes a lot of marker. And right now what I'm doing is I'm coloring the body, right? Or also the abdomen of the butterfly. Right, again, if you don't have markers, that's okay. If you want to use crayons, you can use crayons. It's not going to work quite as well with the crayons. Okay, but just be patient. And look, do you guys see how I'm holding my toilet paper roll with 2 fingers in the middle? That's really helpful for me to kind of keep it so it doesn't roll around. What were you going to say, Rosemary? Did somebody have a question? You guys good? Okay. Yes, Victor. Yeah, you know what? And you know what, Victor? I'm actually, if you notice on this one, Victor, look, I didn't actually color the whole thing. I just colored the half, right? Because you can't really see the back of it very much. And so color as much as you can now. And don't worry about coloring the whole thing. You could even make it like Rosemary suggested, like a black and white. You could maybe do it like a striped butterfly. Yes. Yeah, you can draw your own, Jasmine, on the front. Yes, whatever colors you want. If you want to do a rainbow butterfly, Jasmine, that is perfectly okay to do a rainbow butterfly for this activity. Whatever you want. But again, if you notice, I'm really only covering the front, right? Did I color the back? No, because it just takes a while. You know, I might go through and get a few more white spots, right? And it's okay. Just be patient. It doesn't need to look perfect. You just do your best. Right? How's that looking? I'm going to pause for a second and let you guys catch up. Sorry, hold on. I got to see you. Let me turn on my phone so I can see you guys on my phone as well. All right. Okay, I'm going to wait a little bit, give you some time to color. Remember, one thing about coloring is we got to try to go back and go over the white spots, right? We got to go back and go over the white spots because it makes it look nicer. And so coloring takes time, right? We don't want to scribble and we don't want to go fast. We want to go nice and slow. Make it look awesome, right, Kinder Rockets? Yeah. Everybody in, because we're Kinder Rockets, but we're also kind rockets, right? Because we're really kind to the people around us. All right, now I have my phone up. So if you want to kind of show me something, just say, hey, look, Mr. Oh, looks good, Victor. I like it. Victor did rainbow on his. If you want to show me yours, just say your name and I'll go over to you. How you doing, Hector? Good? Oh, purple. Victor's doing my favorite color, purple. Thank you, Victor. Jasmine's looking good. Jacob's looking good. All right, Kiana, how's yours looking? Oh, good. Kiana did my favorite color, purple, too. How you doing, Moises? All right. Petey and Willie, how you guys doing? Looks like you're doing good. All right, bro. Uh-huh. Okay, well, we're gonna wait, all right? So because not everybody's done. Do you guys see a few white spots I can go over on mine? Sometimes I wait for the marker to dry before I go over the white spots a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go and I use the side of my marker because it's a little bit skinnier. It does take a lot of markers and it doesn't need to be perfect, right? It's okay. All right. You guys ready for our next step here? Okay. All right. Here's our next step in just a second. The next thing we're going to do is the wings. So we're going to need to we're going to draw some wings and we're going to cut out the wings. But I'm also going to save some of my paper. Hold on, please, Rosemary. I'm also going to save some of my paper for the eyes and the antenna. Okay, so I'm going to get my paper out. Can I show you guys one thing that was helpful for me? So look, I'm going to fold my paper in half a little bit. So do you see my corners of my paper? See my corners, Zaid? Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this corner and I'm going to try to match it up with my other corner over here. Look, I'm going to try to match it up. See how I'm matching the corners up? Okay, I'm going to match my corners up. My corners are matched and I'm going to lightly crease it. It doesn't need to be a strong crease. It can just be a light crease. Okay, so look, again, I match my corners up. I take my corners here. I take my corners here. I match them up and I have a light crease. Okay. Let me see, Rosemary. Yeah, perfect. Now open it up. You just really need it for knowing where the middle of your butterfly is, right? Because this is going to go like this. The butterfly is going to go in the middle. You also got to think about, I need a little paper for my eyes and I need a little paper for my eyes, right? My eyes of my butterfly and my antenna. All right. So you guys ready to watch me draw the wings? This is something I'm going to draw first with what? My pencil. And wings and butterflies are kind of like hearts. They have like a forewing and a high wing. So, and remember, they also have to be symmetrical. I'll go over it again in marker. So it's like kind of like a heart. Just do your best. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? That's kind of the heart. Okay, I'm going to trace over it. I know it's hard to see. I'll trace over it in marker. Hold on just a second, Kinder Rockets. Yes, Moises. Perfect. Okay. So I do mine in pencil first in case I mess up, and then look, I'm going over in marker. Right, and both sides, I'm going to try to make both sides look the same. In a butterfly, both sides are symmetrical. Yes. Okay, show it to me, Hector. Oh, you got your super pencil? Hector's right. Hector's showing me he's got a really cool pencil right now. So thank you, Hector, for sharing. So do you see how it kind of looks like a little bit like hearts here? Okay, now I'm going to also put a line in kind of down the middle because I have to make the sides the same, right? I'm making the sides symmetrical. Let me see if I have my other butterfly that over here. So like, look, see my butterfly right here, right? My butterfly right here, it's symmetrical. It's the same on both sides. So I have to do the wings the same on both sides, symmetrical. Can everybody say symmetrical? Hold on, say symmetrical. Good. One more time. I'm going to ring the bell so I can hear you. Symmetrical. Good. Symmetrical. Good job, Kinder Rockets. All right. I'm going to wait for you to catch up here a second. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to color and I'm going to think about the colors I want to use. Here's the thing that I told you, right? Well, you can do it whatever you want, Rosemary, but the thing that you need to remember what we were just talking about, right? The butterflies are symmetrical. Okay, symmetrical. And so I'm going to make the sides look the same. The sides are symmetrical. They're going to look the same. Okay. All right. So here we're going to now, I'm going to color, and I think, you know what? I'm going to do a rainbow butterfly. What do you guys think about that? So look, I'm going to start with one of my favorite colors, purple. Okay. You can do it. Do you have to do the same as mine? Nope. You can do whatever you want. But look, purple is on the top of the wing on the right. Purple's on the top of the wing on the left. Am I making them look the same on both sides? Yes, because they're symmetrical. And look, I kind of go over my coloring a little bit because I want to make sure to color the white spots in. Right? I'm coloring the white spots in. All right. Now I'm going to let one of you guys choose my next color here. What color do you think I should use next, Kinder Rockets? Blue. Okay, I'm going to use a blue crayon next. And remember, and thank you, Zava, Ravid, for joining us, Sarah and Iyal. If you're still with us, I hope your butterflies are looking beautiful. Okay. And see, look, can you, again, your design doesn't have to be the same as mine. Your design can be different, but here's what I'm doing. If I'm doing it on one side, I'm doing it on the other side, right? Everybody, that word is symmetrical. Butterflies are symmetrical, and other things in nature sometimes are symmetrical too. Whatever you want to do, right? How's it looking? How are my white spots? Now it's hard. I'm not going to get all my white spots right, but I go over at least a little bit and notice, am I scribbling? No, I'm just coloring, right? I mean, it depends on how detailed. Rosemary asked me if it was going to take a long time, and it depends how detailed you want to get, right? All right, what color should I do next? What color should I do next? Red? Okay, I'm going to find a red crayon. That's a good idea. Yeah, you did a red crayon too. Are you doing a rainbow or are you just coloring the wings like solid? Are you doing a pattern or just doing solid, Ulissa? Yeah. Yeah, I hear. So is anybody else, Kinder Rockets, doing a rainbow? Ulissa's doing a rainbow? Emma's doing a rainbow? Yeah, like you did your other Zaid. You did a beautiful one with your blue and your black spots on it, right? And a few black lines. And when you did it on Seesaw, it was symmetrical, right? Symmetrical. All right. Okay, so look, again, I'm trying to make the sides match. If it looks like this on one side, I'm doing it on the other side. And my document camera is a little bit fuzzy here. Okay, let me see if I can get it to focus. That's a little better right there. All right, what's my next color, Kinder Rockets? Green? Okay, green. All right, gonna do green here. Again, it's symmetrical, right? I'm coloring the wings. This is called the forewing, and soon I'll be moving into the hind wing. So guys, the butterflies kind of have two wings, and one of them's called the forewing and the high wing. Like fore means like before, right? Before and behind. So we have the forewing, which is kind of towards the top, and we have the hind wing, which is kind of behind. Yeah, you're done with the forewing, or are you done with all the wings? Remember, did you color in your white spots, right? All right, what color is next? Yellow? Okay, I'll do yellow. Okay, yellow. Yellow, you really kind of have to push hard if you want to see it because it's a lighter color, right? So I got to push hard to make sure you guys can see it, and I got to color my white spots really well. So again, guys, this is the hind wing, and one of the ways I remember the word hind is like behind, right? What's behind me? The hind wing and the forewing. Okay. Yeah, you're done, Hector, with the whole thing. Try to get some of those white spots, right? Go back and color the white spots. Okay, I'm almost done, right? Just be patient with me, okay? All right. You can't, the yellow's kind of hard to see, but maybe you'll see it when I put my next color. What's my next color? Orange. Well, I already did blue, so I like that orange suggestion. And so, Kinder Rockets, we have somebody else watching our butterflies from Georgia. And Georgia is like really far away. Like you'd have to take a plane there. Okay. Going over. Now you can see my yellow a little bit more. I think I'm going to probably do 2 more colors for my rainbow. It's not in rainbow order, but that's okay. Okay, Hector, just can you keep going on those white spots, all right? Get those white spots. All right, what's my next color? Okay, good. Just be patient with us and let everybody else catch up. Black? Brown? Let me see if I can find a brown over here. Oh, you know what? What about this, Rosemary? How about pink? I found a pink. I'm going to do pink. That's okay, right? And it's okay. Your butterfly doesn't have to be perfect. And here's the cool thing. Could you make another butterfly later? Red, yeah, you could do. Yeah, you could kind of do pink if you push lightly with the red. That's right, Hector. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now I got one more here. I'm going to look for that. I'm going to look for brown, but let me see what other colors I might have. Looking for black. I need my black and my brown crayons always seem to disappear. I did find a little brown crayon. And remember, like, should I just throw this crayon out or can I use this crayon? Right? And so again, if I have a crayon, I just kind of peel off the top of it and throw it away. Okay, I peel off the top and I throw it away. Go test to Mom. All right. I'm almost done with my wings. How are your guys' wings looking? Are you guys almost done? Okay. Now, before I cut out my wings, there's 2 things I'm going to draw on my paper before I cut them out. Okay. There's 2 things I'm going to draw on my paper before I cut out my wings. The 2 things I'm going to draw on my paper, right, is this, the antenna and the eyes, because I want to make sure that I save those, the antenna and the eyes. So watch what I do for the antennas and the eyes. I'm just really going to get a black marker. If you don't have a black marker, just use your black crayon. And I want my, yes, and I want my antenna to be long. So I'm going to just do a long line and then a dot, right? And then a long line and then a dot. What did I just draw, Kinder Rockets? What are those things called? Antennas, right? These are the antennas. These are going to go on the head. What else did I tell you I needed to draw? Yeah, I heard one of the big sisters or moms say it, eyes, right? So I think I have more room over here for the eyes. And so I'm going to draw one oval. And I'm going to draw a second oval. And then I'm going to draw the pupils. Okay, the pupils are just one circle, one oval, and another oval. Okay, now I have all of the things on my paper that I need to draw. What do you think I need to do now? Cut it out. And remember, when we cut out, should we cut fast or should we cut slow? Slow. And sometimes, so look, I'm going to look at the paper and you know what I'm actually going to do? Watch this. I'm going to cut out my antenna and I'm actually not going to cut them out separately. That way I don't lose this or chop this up. I'm going to cut out the antenna and I'm going to keep it together because I think it's going to stay on the butterfly a little bit better if we keep it like that. I'm not going to separate these. I'm just going to cut it like this. You see how I did that? Are you guys good with the antenna? Okay. Now, Jasmine, what do you think I should cut out next? What do you guys think I should cut out next? The eyes. The eyes, so watch. I'm going to show you a little trick, guys. I am not going to cut the eyes out nicely first. I am going to cut them out like a square. Look. See how I cut them out like a square? Now guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut them out nicely because it's easier when I don't have the whole piece of paper. And as I'm cutting them out, I turn my scissors and I do it slowly and I turn my paper. I turn my scissors and I turn my paper. I turn my scissors and I turn my paper. Look, and then I slowly cut the pieces off one at a time. Okay, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, look, and I'm going to wait for you to pause, and then I'm going to kind of put my trash over here, sweep it into my hand, and then put it in my little trash can holder. And then I'm going to pause for a second. Let me switch my camera again. Oops, not like that, like that. All right, you guys want me to wait a second, or are you ready for me to cut out the wings? Okay, I'm gonna wait for a second. And so you can see I have my eyes and I have my antennas, and I'm gonna wait for the wings for a second. And again, my wings are symmetrical, right? My wings are symmetrical, so like they're the same. Symmetrical, right? I think I'm out of my coffee here. Gonna go through, right? I'm just gonna give everybody a chance to catch up. Again, we have our antenna here. We left those together. We have our two eyes that will go on the front. Yes. Let's see them. Did you leave them together, Victor? Or did you separate them? Look good. Yeah, your wings look good, buddy. Thank you. Victor had very nicely drawn wings. All right. Looking through. Looks good. I like your eyes there, Ulissa. Good. How you doing, Sophia? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Looks like Rosemary's doing good. PD, looks good, Rosemary. How you doing, PD Willie? Okay, let's see your eyes, Victor. Very nice. And remember, try to cut a little bit more around the eyes if you can. You just have to go slow. Yes, perfect, Ulissa. Good job. Right? Yeah, good. I'm just gonna wait. Are you guys ready for me to start to cut out the wings? Okay, so again, when I cut out the wings, you know what I like to do? Can I show you a trick, Kinder Rockets? I'm gonna kind of just cut fast in the beginning, but look, am I cutting close to the line? No, I'm gonna cut out I'm gonna cut off the excess paper first. So it makes it a little easier for me to cut. So I'm gonna cut kind of far away from the lines, and I'm gonna cut a little bit faster just because it makes it a little easier for me to cut when I do it this way. Okay, so I'm gonna cut like that. And again, I'm gonna pick up my trash. And then now that I've done my first cut, guess what? Do you think I'm done cutting the wings? Not done cutting the wings, right? I gotta go back. Yes, I'm gonna go back, and now it's easier for me to cut, and I do slow and steady. How's it looking, Sophia? Good? Hold on, give me just a second. Good. Those are beautiful wings, Sophia. What I'd like you guys to do at the end, if you would if you could, is once we're done, I want look, am I going slow or am I going fast? And I'm just holding the paper, slowly turning the paper, turning my scissors, turning the paper, nice and slow. Okay, nice and slow. Now, this is one thing you think about, and you don't have to do it now, but one thing you can think about is if you want to do later is you could actually color the back of the wings as well. If you want to get really fancy. I did not color the back of these wings, but if you want to get really fancy, you can color the back. Okay. So there are my wings. I like to throw my trash away because I don't want mom and dad to have to pick up all my trash later. I'm going to throw my trash away now. Okay, how we doing? Give you guys a little bit of time to catch up with yours. I got my wings cut out. Yeah, you can always, if you have a big table, you can put your trash like you list in a pile and get it later. My table's pretty small, so if you have a big table, just push it off and just make sure you don't put the eyes in the table. All right. I'm glad that you think it's fun, Rosemary. I'm enjoying it too. All right. Are you guys almost ready for the next part? I'll give you some more time, definitely. If you need some more time, that's great. Those of you, here's what I'm going to do, guys. Do you guys mind if I go get some coffee real quick? Okay, I'm going to go get some coffee and then I'll be right back and then we'll start with our next part of our project here. All right, I am back. Put my headphones back in so I can hear all my Kinder Rockets. Again, and this is something that's kind of fun because maybe you could make another butterfly later, right? If once you know how to do this once, and then maybe you could also think about like if you ever have like a birthday and you need to make something for your mom, this is what it's going to look like. But before we do glue this, we're going to do a few things. Are you ready, Kinder Rockets, for the gluing? Okay. So watch the order that I glue this in. Okay. So first, if you have my glue like this, you open the glue, or sometimes before I open it, I kind of like to shake it down so it's ready to come out, but I got to make sure that this is closed, right? So I'm going to open it and look, see how this is the top of my wings? I am going to just put I'm going to dab my glue right here, a few little dabs. Hold on for a second. Let me see, Rosemary. Yeah. So put your glue for your glue stick, put it up here like this, Rosemary, your glue stick. And then look, I'm going to put my antenna on my wings first. Just like that. So again, see I put some glue on the top of my wings and then I stuck my antenna down. So put your little glue, if you have a glue stick, put it there and stick your antenna down. Okay. And then I'm going to wait. No, we won't do the eyes yet. You'll see the order. If you can do it in a different order, that's okay too. But you see where this is going to go now? Like this, right? Okay. So now I'm going to take my glue. If you have a glue stick, you're going to need to you're going to have to go back and forth a few times with your glue stick, right? Back and forth with your glue stick. If you have one of this glue, I'm going to make kind of a line, right? If you have your glue stick, go back and forth a few times. If you just have this kind of glue, just make a little bit of a line, right? But then you got to make sure, here's the tricky part. Make sure if you have the back is towards the bottom. And then I'm going to hold it there for a minute like that. My fingers on the inside, and I'm going to kind of let it dry a second. Yeah, so if you want to, Rosemary, if you want to put the eyes on, so you can think about where you want your eyes to go while you're holding it again, and I put a little bit of glue there. And then I kind of rub the eyes into the glue. How's it looking so far, guys? There's one thing we haven't done yet, though, Zaid. Nope. If you look, I did the eyes. You know what's missing? The proboscis. So we'll do the proboscis last, and we'll do it in just a second. Okay. Make sure you might have to leave yours to dry. And if you just need to put some more glue again, if you have a glue stick, you're going to have to do a little bit of a layer there. Good. I'm going to check in with some of my Kinder Rockets in the classroom. How you doing, Hector? Good. How you doing, Jasmine? Good. I love your, show me your butterfly. Looks good. Yeah, that's what's cool. Then we're just going to do the oh, that is a beautiful butterfly, Jasmine. I can't wait to see you take a picture and put it in Seesaw. How about yours, Kiana? How's yours looking? Looks like you're putting the eyes on right now, Kiana. Looks good. I like the rainbow, Kiana. Good job. Keep up the work. How you doing, Moises? Good. Looks good, Moises. How about you, Petey Willie? How you guys doing? Yeah, looks like we're almost ready for the proboscis, right? All right. It looks beautiful, Rosemary. I love the wings and the antenna. Oh, Sophia, I love it. Are you ready for the proboscis, Sophia? Yeah, okay. All right. Good job, Victor. All right. So are you guys watching? Now look, you got to be careful because if you don't cut carefully, you're going to cut this off. So look, I'm going to cut one little strip very slowly, very straight. Okay. Then I'm going to come over a little bit and I'm going to cut another strip straight up. I do not want those lines to cross. See how that looks? Okay, but I'm not quite done. So carefully cut those, right? Carefully, one strip, two strips. Okay, did you see how I did that? Okay, so look, all I did is I took my scissors again and I cut one here, right? And I took my scissors a little bit over. Now what? Well, here, I'll show you how to do that. What I like to do is I kind of carefully, with my black marker, look how I'm kind of holding it separately. Carefully closing it. And if you want to, or carefully coloring it, sorry. If you want to, you could also do the back. How's that looking? Again, but there's one more thing that you noticed, Rosemary, was the curling, right? Do you know how I make it curl? Look, I'm going to take your crayon. See my crayon? And I'll do this again for those of you that need to see it again. And look, I'm going to roll my proboscis up around my crayon. Or you could do the same thing with your marker, right? You take your marker and you roll the proboscis around your marker and you curl it a little bit. You can get those white spots. Yeah, kind of like you curl your hair. I don't necessarily curl my hair, but if you curl your hair, then you know what that's like. And look, you can see my proboscis there. What do you guys think? How does your butterfly look? Good. Yeah, we got our proboscis, right? We did our eyes. Well, see, so Saeed, the proboscis is the mouth. This is this little thing. It's, you know, Zaid, you know, like an elephant. An elephant has its trunk, right? And it's the trunk is the nose of the element, but for the butterfly, it's not. The butterfly, it's actually like the mouth, like a fly, una mosca, right? Okay, I'm gonna for my Facebook people, your screen will remain the same. For my Kinder Rockets, I'm gonna come over to you guys and check in how you're doing. How you doing? Did your mom do one too, Jacob? Did your mom do one too, Jacob, or just you? Let's see your mom's too. Oh, very good. Your mom did a great job with her symmetry. Yeah. Oh, very nice, right? Because good manners, please and thank you. Very nice. I love that, Sophia. Gonna get everybody else a chance to finish up, and then we'll take our picture. And if you're out there in Facebook, hopefully your butterfly looks good. You can watch this for a replay. I would love to see you take a picture and post it if you have it. I'm going to go ahead for our Facebook people, go ahead and end this feed. Hopefully you enjoyed your butterfly. Remember, we have our wings and our body and our antennas and our proboscis. Bye-bye, Facebook land.